Hi students, now the topic is about on designing complex systems. In this first, engineering as a science and craft. Every engineering discipline involves both science and art. Okay, in this generally design contains what is the meaning of design means in every engineering discipline design encompasses the discipline approach we use the invent a solution for some problem. Generally in engineering we identify the solution for a problem. Okay, in different disciplines we use in different manner. Okay, in generally engineering contains science as an art. Science means we use some challenges, and art means it is an architecture for designing. So design is very important for identifying a solution. Okay, so while designing the purpose of designing means compulsory we satisfies these five terms. Sorry, before that the role of the engineer is an artist is a particularly challenging when the task is to design an entirely new system. So in that the main task of the engineer is design entirely new system. Okay, engineering means it is an creativity, it's an creating a new designs, new systems. Okay, by using science and art. Okay, then the meaning of the design is in every engineering discipline in every engineering discipline design is main important, it plays a major role. So while designing compulsory we satisfy these terms. First one is satisfy given informal specifications. Okay, first we have to satisfy the informal functional specifications. What are the functional specifications are there? So first we have to satisfy that one, and also next one is conforms to the limitations of the target media. So if the target media is there we have to check it follows the limitations or not. It for some target medias it has some constraints, so we have to identify, we have to check these constraints are reached or not. So we have to follow that constraints, so we have to follow particular limitations for reaching a target media. So we have to identify these things while designing. Next one is meets implicit or explicit requirements on the performance and resource usage. Means here while designing compulsory we require requirements. So in this we have to implicit means already existing requirements, and also or some explicit requirements, nothing but explicit means we wantedly give some requirements. Implicit means already existing. Explicit means by separately we have to give that requirements. So if that requirements reach the performance and resource usage, we have to check whether it meets the performance or not. Performance is nothing but time, power, whatever it is. So those requirements reaches to performance and resource usages. Next one is it satisfies the implicit or explicit design criteria on the form of artifact. So we have to satisfy the design criteria in artifact also. Okay, next we have to satisfy the restrictions on the design process itself, such as its length, cost, or the availability of for doing the design. Nothing but we have to satisfy the restrictions also for the processing of design. Nothing but how the length of the design, how the cost is going to be there, how the design is going to be available. So if while design compulsory we have to satisfy these five terms. So we have to reach the informal functional specifications, and Meanwhile, we have to identify the limitations or constraints regarding to the target media, and also we have to meet the requirements on performance and resource usages, or also we have to satisfy the implicit or explicit design criteria in the form of artifact. Okay, so according to that, generally purpose of a design is to create a clean and relatively simple internal structure. Okay, so mainly generally this design is also known as architecture only. So we have to simply create a clean and relatively simple internal structure. Here we have to create internal structure. Designing of a complex system is means creating internal structure. So this is also called as an architecture. Okay, next, coming to the importance of the model building. In this, generally model means it is not a real thing, it is a certain aspects of real situation. So we are taken some aspects regarding to the real situation. By using this model, we have to design a complex system. This is not a real thing, but some aspects regarding to the real situation, it is real. Okay, so we represent this in mathematical form or a textual form. Okay, generally a building of a models have a broad acceptance among all engineering disciplines. So in each model we have the principles. Last we discussed the decomposition, abstraction, hierarchy. So if you want to design a complex system, we have to use one model. Okay, for example, if you take in your shop, or else if you want to take for a particular thing, so in that before we choose that particular thing, we have to choose a model. Okay, for regarding to our requirements, regarding to our specifications, based on that we have to choose one model before going to buying one product. Okay, in that also, while designing a complex system, compulsory we require one model. So in different engineering aspects, we have to different models we have to use. Okay, in general, in physics we use different time and distance equation for identifying the acceleration. Okay, for specifying the electric circuit, we use schematic diagrams. For building and bridges, we use drawings, plans, evaluations, finite element models. So different aspects, we have different modules are there for designing a complex system. Okay, so compulsory this model follows these principles. What are those principles? Means decomposition, abstraction, and hierarchy. Okay, model gives us the opportunity to fail under controlled conditions. So why we go for model means, if any failures occurs, you easily rectify those failures. Okay, in control, here failures occurs in controlled manner. That's why you have to identify and rectify easily that failures. Okay, we evaluate each model under both expected and unusual situations. So we have to evaluate model in both situations, expected and unusual situations. So in general, while designing a system, some general problems are expected, unexpected. So by by using this model, we have to design that expected and unusual situations. Thereafter, if any failures occurs, we easily identify, we easily expect what is going to be done. Means whether if you are not reached expected thing, then we easily identify what is going to be done there. Means, okay, so in that mainly model is used for designing a complex system in different aspects. and also use it to it gives opportunity fail under controlled conditions. Okay, why means here we can create a model by using expected situations and unusual situations. Expected, unusual is nothing but abnormal situations. Okay, in the elements of the software design methods contains design of complex system. So design of a complex system involves incremental and iterative process. So incremental and repetition. Iterative means repetition. Okay. Each method includes the following things: notations. So compulsory notations are there. The language for expressing each model. In this notation provides, it is in a language for expressing each model. And next one is process. It provides activities leading to orderly construction of the system mode. So it provides a step by step procedure. Okay, notation is a one language for expressing model. Okay, next process is it provides activities for leading a construction of a system. Next, tools, the artifacts that elements the medium of model building and enforce rules about the models themselves, so that errors and inconsistency can be exposed. So by using these three methods, if any errors or inconsistency occurred, we easily identified and easily rectify. Okay, generally every design method contains these things: notations, process, tools. Okay, next coming to this diagram. Before that, the model of the object oriented development contains both a class structure as well as object structure. Okay, these models also over the spectrum of the important design decisions that we must consider in develop a complex system. So for developing a complex system, we consider class structure as well as object structure. Okay, this see this diagram. In this diagram, here you have to explain a logical model, physical model. Okay, so the class and objects that form the system are identified in logical model. This logical model again divided into static model and dynamic model. So in static model, it identifies the structure of the classes and objects, their properties and relationships. Classes and objects participate in it. So in logical model, static model is there, dynamic model is there. Static is what are the constant things, and dynamic means what are going to be changed. So we have to identify both the things. So in static perspective, what we have to identify means structure of the class, structure of the objects and their properties and the relationships of classes, and what are the objects who participant in the structure. Okay, next a dynamic model. So in this dynamic model, it identifies the dynamic behavior of the classes and objects. So both are different class. Static models and dynamic models both are I think these both are opposite. Okay, and next one is beside the logical model, another model is physical model is to be identified. This is usually used done after the system's life cycle. So after completion of the system's life cycle, we have to identify the physical model. Okay, this module architecture identifies how classes are kept in separately compilable models, and the process architecture defines how objects are distributed at runtime over different operating system process and identify the relationships between those. Nothing but in physical model, again this physical model also contain both the types. Static perspective as well as dynamic perspective also. In that module architecture also is there in the Physical model. See this diagram. In the module architecture, it identifies the how classes are kept in separately compilable models. So what are the classes are we have to separate, and the process architecture identifies how objects are distributed at runtime or different operating system processes. Okay, here we have a logical model is there, physical model is there. In logical model we have two types: static model, dynamic model. In static model, when we have to identify the structure of the class, structure of the objects, their properties and relationships, and participants of objects. Next, dynamic model identifies the dynamic behavior of the classes and objects. Okay, next, the physical model contains module architecture, process architecture. In module architecture, it identifies how classes are kept in separately, and the process architecture contains how the objects are going to be distributed at runtime over different operating systems. Okay, again, for this physical model, a static perspective is defined that consider the structure of the module and process architecture, and dynamic perspective, it identifies process and object activation strategies. Okay, so if you learn these things, you understand easily. Means some points are there for remember. So this is the designing of a complex system. The overall view is, in this designing of complex system, first we have to identify the meaning of the design. So while designing, compulsory we have to reach some points. Okay, so without if any type of if any problems raises in 5 regarding to 5 points, the design is going to be collapsed, the design is going to be not done, it not done completely. Okay, compulsory you have to satisfy these 5 things. Okay, so these 5 things we have to satisfy compulsory. Okay, after that we have to know the importance of the building. So what is a model? Model is nothing but, this is not a real thing, but it is an certain aspects of real situations. Okay, next, coming to the elements of the software design methods. What are the elements? Notations, process, tools. Notations are the languages, process is how many steps are there, and tools are artifacts that eliminate the medium of model building and enforce rules about the models themselves. Okay, next, coming to the models of the object oriented development. So in this object oriented development, what are the models are there? Okay, these the how we are going to be design a complex system. Okay.